It's morning. I'm up, taking care of the animals. Windows are open. It's a beautiful day. Let me take you outside and show you. Look at how gorgeous it is out here. It's so pretty. So nice. I got up this morning and got a shower, which I'll probably need another one later because I'm going to get it probably into some cleaning and stuff today, but I just felt like I needed a shower. I wasn't feeling good last night when I went to bed, and so I got my shower this morning and just kind of got presentable because I really didn't know what today was going to hold. Matthew's gone, so he won't be home till later this evening, and it'll just be Taylor and I because Noah's sleeping until he goes to work tonight. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get into. I know I still got to go in there and do my workout, which, you know, yeah, sounds stupid that I got a shower before I did that, but I don't know. I needed a shower. So I figured I'd get presentable for you guys at first, and then you'll see me looking all black again, but it's okay. You've seen it before. But I'm not sure what today's going to hold because Taylor, you know, is still, she's not 100%. So I want to watch, you know, making sure we don't do too much for her. If we do end up hanging out here, I really need to get this porch pressure washed. This porch is a mess. It is, it's got pollen all over it, and I want to come outside. Next week is going to be beautiful. So I would love to come outside in between my bus runs and come out here and sit. But I do not like coming out here and sitting when pollen is all over everything. I mean, just nasty. Let me show you. It's just, I mean, you can tell from the table. You can really tell. And it's on the chairs. You can see it on the seat. Like, it's just, ugh. No good, you know. So, and that does not help me, you know. And Toby really likes coming out here, but it's all over the decking boards. And I don't like tracking it in. So I want to come out here and get the porch at least pressure washed. But I need to get my son to move the stuff out from underneath, like the mower and my husband's four-wheeler, because he doesn't like all the dirt and stuff falling down on top of his things down there. So I need to get him to move those if I was to get into that today. But we'll see. If I don't, I don't know. Taylor said something about maybe riding to the store. We might, I don't know. But I just thought I would open up. You know, if we don't do anything today, then this will be the opening for whatever I do in this video. So I don't have it all together like that for YouTube. Maybe one day I will, but I still don't have it all together. But as you could see, I'm practicing making some nice coffees. So this tastes really yummy this morning, a nice iced coffee. I don't know about these jars, what size these are. They're ball jars, but they're like super tall, and they work perfect. Our church was cleaning out a storage room, and they had some of these, and they gave some away, and I took 2 of them. I wished I'd have grabbed a bunch more because they're awesome for iced coffees. So I need to be on the lookout for something like that. But yeah, it's a gorgeous day. Bella, hey, look up here. Hey. Nope, she thinks I'm down there. Toby likes coming out here when Mommy is outside. He loves the porch. He loves it, don't you? You love the porch. Yeah. Love the porch. She's still down there. She thinks I'm down there, but it's a beautiful morning. I'm a little bummed because we did learn the other day we have 3 more houses that are going in here, and one of them is going in the field right next door to us. It would be her daughter is building a house right here, and I'm a little bummed because that's going to put a house right beside of us. Makes me a little nervous because you just don't know how other people will keep their surroundings, and that plays an effect on your property value. If somebody is, I don't know, I guess makes it look not as appealing. I don't know. But not just that, but I'm bummed because we're going to lose the farm. When they do the bales of hay, we're going to lose that. And I enjoy coming out here and sitting in the fall and listening to that, watching the tractor, and I don't know. I'm a little bummed, but this is not going to be our forever home anyway because we're going to get older, and you know, it's going to be difficult to go up and down the steps. It already is difficult with my back and stuff, so who knows what the future holds. Only the good Lord does, and that's okay because I'm in his hands and we'll be fine no matter where we are. So I'm going to go in here and try to find out what the plan is. She's upstairs getting ready, and then I guess I'll cue you in as we go along. I will show you this. I'm at it again. I changed my office around. Again, I know. It's not painted or anything like that yet. I'm waiting till summer. Let me fix my lighting here. I don't know if that's better or what, but I won't do any type of painting or anything until maybe summertime. But I did change it around again. So let me show you what I did. You're probably, if you've been around long enough, you're going to be like, well, that was the way it was, but just hang with me. This is the way. I can't change certain rooms around, like my living room. I can't change around at all. It's stuck. I have to leave it the way it is. So, and I like change. So let me show you. All right. So the desk is back in the center of the room, but I pushed it back a little bit. And I put these 2. My son had these in his room, and I had these over here. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I just separated them, moved them, and put one on each side. And that my daughter wanted me to keep for her home one day. So I brought that back upstairs. I still have paint on the floor because when summer hits, I'm going to be painting my doors upstairs and then working on other rooms. But I went ahead and moved the Cricut down there because I pull it out randomly. But the copier we use a good bit. So I put that over there on that table so it's close to the desk and the computer. This is still the same. This is my Bible study area. That is my designated area. I love it. I want to get better chairs for back here. These chairs came from my dining room that I'm using. They're the king chairs on each end. which I pull them out if we have company or we're doing games or whatever. But it'd be nicer to have some more comfortable chairs back here, because it does hurt my back terrible if I sit back here for hours, and editing takes forever. So, and this is where I do my editing. So, you know, but I like my desk being here. Let me sit down in the chair and you can see I like this because I can see if my kids come home, you know, I can look out. Now, when the chicken house thing is gone, I can actually look outside. So I do like my desk here and operating here. I still want to get a bigger piece of wood. For those of you who have been around since the office makeover video or whatever, when we did this Bible study area, we pulled this out of the closet because this used to be a craft table. But I said that I wanted to get a piece of wood like this, bigger, to make the desk a little bigger, put it on top. And I want to stain it to match the top of this so that they're both white on the bottom and a stain piece. Haven't forgotten, still want to do that. Will probably be a summer project. So we had talked about doing it over spring break, but that didn't happen. Spring break got away from us because of my face and the allergic reaction and all that stuff. So, but I've got to do some bills this morning and work on maybe a little bit of editing while she's getting ready. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so at this point, I thought I would go ahead and actually include the actual footage of me doing a voiceover so that you can get an idea of a little bit of the background scenes. For those of you who do YouTube, you know exactly what this is, and it takes hours. And like I said, those chairs are a little uncomfortable, but on this day, I was actually editing my, excuse me, my niece's surprise 30th birthday party. So yeah, I just thought I would include a little bit of the background so that you get a little bit of the behind the scenes footage, so to speak. That's it. All right, so at this point, this was my niece's husband's grandmother, and this was her 90th birthday. So they also included giving her a little surprise cake for her 90th, which was super sweet. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea, if you're not a YouTuber, kind of the background of what goes into these videos. And we'll explain part of the reason why my videos have been so sporadic here lately, and I have not been as consistent as I once was. But, you know, my desk is not a I don't have my stuff set on a laptop, so I have to be back here in this office. And I'm not going to sit for hours and hours and hours away from my family if they're here or they go to do something. Then I'm going to go leave, and I'm going to go with them and do activities with them. So which means my editing gets put on hold, which pushes things back further. So you get the drift. And that's why my videos are like kind of backdated, so to speak. But I hope you guys understand and just bear with me. All right. Day 20 of my 25-day challenge of doing these Pilates with Izzy, or Pilates by Izzy, off of YouTube. So that's what I'm going to get started in right now. My form is not the best. I still struggle. I don't make it through all of it all the time, but I'm going to keep going.
Day 20 of our 25-day challenge. I cannot believe it's
and eating right, too.
20 days. Time.
Alright, so we are just eating some leftovers, mixing up some of this taco pasta stuff from last night because we made a good bit, because there was only 2 of us. So we're going to eat that for lunch, and then, are we going for a walk? We're going to go for a walk. He sounds so aggressive, but he's not.
Where'd he go, Toby?
Sorry again.
Where'd he go?
While he's still in the play mode.
Where'd he go, Toby? Where'd he go?
Come on.
Where'd he go?
Start again.
Robin? What'd you look like? Hey! Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Ah! Over here. Over here. Over here.
All right, so at this point, my daughter and I went to a local park near our home, and we decided to just walk the park. And she was doing some reminiscing that she's about to tell you about. We're going to where it all began.
No, that's not where he asked me out. That's where he told me he liked me.
Oh, this is where he told you he liked you.
After I already knew.
Huh? Sure this is it? Which one? That one there? Which one? This one right here. Where he told her he liked her. It's kind of cool.
We walked in from there.
You walked in from there.
We were on the playground and stuff and goofing off, and then came over and walked around. Came over there. He was gonna try and ask me out over there, but some guy and his son came over and started fishing. And then he was like, "Ah, he took my spot." And I was like, "What?" And then we came over here and sat down. I have pictures from it.
That bench.
And then
Pretty cool.
He asked me out. Across the water.
Across the water where we're getting ready to go over that way.
On one of those benches. I don't think.
It's pretty cool though that they will have a spot, an official location. It's a park that they'll be able to come back to,
Unless they
you know,
close it down.
later down the road. I doubt it. This place has been around forever, and every year at Christmas time, this is the park that they put lights in, and you can walk the path and go through all the lights, and it's beautiful. And so, yeah, it'll be kind of neat for your memories, won't it?
Yeah. Oh, we scary now.
Stay real still.
What a dummy duck. He just stopped going that way and then went the same way. Oh. He's trying to stay away from us.
He's like, I made it by him. Yay! All right, it was a beautiful day on this day. It was a little warm, but it was so pretty. The wind was blowing, and this park is just so peaceful and nice to walk, and just they have like a path that just kind of, you can take laps around the park, and it's beautiful overlooking the water here. I sometimes will meet up with a friend of mine, and her and I will just go there for exercise, and we'll just walk the path that goes around. And there's always lots of activities. It's usually pretty busy with a lot of people, but we enjoyed our day, and it was a good walk. This was it? Where he asked you out? On the bench. What are you gonna reenact it?
No, I'm making sure. And a fish jumped right there, and he lost his mind. And I was like, dude, just a fish.
Yeah.
That was funny.
All right, like I said, there was a lot of people there on this day, but you can see the volleyball courts over there. They have a playground area. They even have like a workout area where you can go in and it's got like equipment type stuff outside. Not go in, it's outside. You go over to it and you work out. But there's also a pool in this location where I'm pointing, and we'll come up there and go swimming sometimes too. We're back in the car. We did 1.5 miles. Pretty sure that's what it said. Yep, 1.57. And so we worked out a total of, I don't know if it tells me in my minutes, baby. 30 minutes. Total of 30 minutes and 1.5 miles. Later, we are on our way back home. I am sweating already.
Yes, you are.
I know. It doesn't take much. It's disgusting. I don't know if you can see.
You look like you're crying.
But yeah, I look like I'm crying. I'm not crying. It's sweat. But we're going home. At this point, we're going to get into a little baking and just cleaning up the kitchen. Just hanging out together.
I'm just prepping everything for our baking.
We didn't do it last night.
Because we didn't do it last night. It's not much. It's just box eggs, crusties, cranberry muffins, water, vegetable oil, eggs. Got 2 eggs. We'll need a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, a 1/2 cup of water. All you do is stir together the water, oil, eggs, and then the muffin mix. And then you stir in the cranberries.
Bake 'em.
Fill it and bake.
I really shouldn't be drinking this late at night. I'll be up all night.
Just didn't like it. I've got baking on me. It looks like a caterpillar. Ew, was that on your nose?
No, I wiped my hand with it, you goof. What's that?
I was just making sure.
So everything is all clean. While the muffins are in the oven, those will go back in the oven when they're finished. But the sink is clean, no dirty dishes. Those are clean. They're drying. And I think I'm gonna try to get some rub and buff and maybe see if it'll change this. I don't really like the color of this supposed to be brass, but it just looks very yellowy. And it doesn't look like the brass that I really wanted. So I might try to use some rub and buff on there. I've seen people do it before. I've never used it. I went one time to purchase it and the store didn't have it. So I need to go back and see if I can get some and maybe try that on there. I don't know, but I'm not sure how it will work if I use rub and buff on this and then I'm sitting there pumping on this. Will it scrape off? So I'm not sure, but we can see. And then everything is cleaned over here. That I haven't taken downstairs since I did the coffee bar, but it is, and I found these bun filters for this. The coffee bar is all set up. I did off camera today. I did go through, my daughter asked me, she said, Mom, you're not filming that, but sometimes I just get into stuff and just do it. And so I fixed this with all my waters. Our extra mugs that we keep. These are the pods that came with the Nespresso machine. So once they're gone, then I can get rid of that. Then I fixed those down there. This is the cup I think I showed you in one of the last videos, and TJ Maxx has cups like these, but this is the one that I purchased from Lancaster. And I just put a couple extra Nespresso pods in there. These are our travel mugs for when we want coffee in the morning and we're leaving for work. My husband's thermos. This is the refill kit for the Nespresso my niece was telling me about. So I have one of those and it's ready. I've got extra syrups down here, my collagen powder, more monk fruit sweetener, some hot cocoa, but it's all cleaned out now. So I did that, like I said, off camera because sometimes I just get started in something and I just roll with it, you know. If I see it needs to be done, I forget to pick up the camera and film. I am somebody who, when I see it and I want to do it, I just want to do it now. And so, yeah, I tend to do that. So some stuff you might miss because I forget. But I can show you after I do it. But we're just kind of making these muffins. Did you show them the box, baby? Mm-hmm. So I've made these before, I think. I don't know if I know I've made them before, but I think I've made them before on here. I don't know. But they're yummy. They're super yummy. And so we're going to have some muffins that we'll be able to put in here and grab a muffin in the morning and, yeah, have a little muffin with an espresso coffee or regular coffee. She used the cookie scoop
Slash
cupcake, but she needed 2 scoops for cupcakes, and I didn't tell her that, so they didn't pop up. So it's a mini breakfast.
Who wants them?
They're like the little mini muffins that you buy in the little packages. That's what they are.
That was my goal.
There.
That's what I was thinking.
Perfect.
That was my...
Go potty. How's the garden looking? Let's see. Well, the cucumbers have grown. Something's eating on this one. Don't know what, but that's not good. There's little holes in my leaves, which is not good. Little holes in my leaves over here. Something's eating on it. What was the purpose of these plants? If the bugs are still going to eat them. I need to definitely get my stake so I can stake up my tomato plant. The storm killed knocked down all of my marigolds and everything. It's crazy. But this one's definitely gotten bigger. There's an ant. Get off her. something's eating them. They're not supposed to have anything eating them. I don't know why. But they definitely look bigger. They're growing. These are starting to stand up. The onion sprouts are starting to stand up. So I'm assuming that means they're growing. This one's getting a tomato on it. Look at that. I need to get some twine and pull this one up because it's starting to fall over. Let me go get some twine. She's all tied up. Toby! Seriously need to pressure wash out here. Look at all that pollen. It's nasty. Alright friends, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with my daughter and myself. I have other videos that are on their way. I've got the patio refresh, the cleaning video. The patio has since been cleaned and it's so much nicer. So I've got that video on its way. I've got my summer decorate video on its way. So, and a few other fun little videos that we did. So just stick around. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I've loved each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for your support and being here, and every like, every share, every comment. I appreciate them all so much. Lord willing, friends, there'll be another one. Bye.